Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Elite News Network, and I am your host.
Yes. Old winner and new AEW Last Man Standing champion. It's me. It's DDP. Boom.
Kenny Omega, the Elite, and the Bullet Club.
Oh. Whoa. If there's any news about the champion, then I think the champion of this show should be delivering it. Stay in your lane, Junior.
What? I will be challenging this so-called champ for the AEW Last Man Standing Championship, and mark my words, I am walking out the new AEW Last Man Standing champion.
Oh my god! He'll miss 27! Woo! Got you, son of a bitch! Fuck you! 27 shots and still champion. It's me. It's DDP.
I can't do this anymore.
Hey guys, we're the Last Man Standing and we're back and here to tell you the top 5 things that are going on in AEW today. Let's go. So number 1, we start with acquisitions. So the first of the 3 acquisitions, the 3 major acquisitions in AEW, we have to start with the world's strongest man, Mark Henry. Yes, Mark Henry has made his appearance in AEW, breaking all the forbidden doors that are there, and he's actually working behind the scenes as an analyst, but we will be sure to see his on-screen debut on AEW Dynamite as well.
And the second acquisition was brought to you by Vicky Guerrero, who's added a great talent to her pool of superstars, and that talent turned out to be none other than Andrade El Idolo, formerly known as Andrade Cien Almas in WWE, who was unceremoniously fired a few months ago. But WWE's loss is AEW's gain, and this is a great prospect for the future. I'm excited, so should you.
And the third and the final signing, which is arguably the most interesting signing, is Malachi Black, aka Aleister Black, known as Aleister Black in WWE, of course, and again fired from WWE. Clearly that brand does not know what the word talent means, but that, like he said, it's good for us. It's AEW's gain. We get to see him on AEW TV, and he made his appearance when Arn Anderson and Cody Rhodes were in the ring, and he gave them both a nice roundhouse kick, knocked the lights out of them, and this rivalry is going to be really intense. It's going to be insane to watch Malachi Black in an AEW ring.
Well, the second moment that we want to talk about is the TNT title picture itself, because we had Darby Allin defending the TNT championship against a very determined Miro. And Miro absolutely destroyed Darby Allin and became the new TNT champion and christened himself as God's favorite champion, and he's been on a tear ever since. He defeated Lance Archer at Double or Nothing and retained his TNT championship, and now has created his own TNT title in a white strap. I mean, this is incredible. Now every TNT champion has had its own version of the TNT championship. I don't know if AEW is going to continue with this trend, but nonetheless we have Miro, who is dominating the mid-card championship, and I can't wait to see who he destroys next.
And the third moment we want to talk about is what's been happening with the Elite. That is the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega. And all these 3 guys have embraced their heel persona so well. And the Young Bucks are showing it by dressing outlandishly, wearing beards and mustaches, and showing off their sneaker collection, and while they kick people in the face. So, I mean, you really love to hate these guys. And Kenny Omega is just embracing his belt collector gimmick, and he's also killing it.
Yeah, Kenny Omega has been on a tear recently and has defeated all top contenders across different promotions. He's defeated Rey Fenix, Orange Cassidy, Pac, Jungle Boy, Moose, Sammy Callahan. I mean, he has taken out all top contenders, and he came out and he said he's got nothing left to prove. He's defeated everyone. And that's when Evil Uno came out and said that there is one man that you haven't taken out, and that man is Adam Hangman Page. Adam Hangman Page, in the meantime, has been quietly gaining back his confidence. He's been part of the Dark Order. The Dark Order have accepted him and have sort of tried to build his confidence back up, because this anxious millennial cowboy is deathly afraid of failure, and the Dark Order has provided a comfortable home for him to like build his confidence back. And now he was in the middle of the ring, ready to confront the belt collector, the biggest bout machine in the world, Kenny Omega, and challenge him for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship.
But Kenny wasn't going to make it so simple for him. He put out this stipulation that this is going to be a 5-on-5 elimination style match with the extended elite, which is Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, and Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, versus Hangman Page and the rest of the Dark Order. And if Hangman and Dark Order win, Hangman gets his title shot against Kenny Omega, and two guys from the Dark Order, which is most likely Stu Grayson and Evil Uno, will get a title shot for the tag team titles against the Young Bucks. But there was a big but in this, that if Kenny Omega's team wins, then Adam Hangman Page has to forego his title shot against Kenny Omega. And this is just a brilliant stipulation, because this storyline has been building up for 6 months, and they're just AEW are kings when it comes to like long-term storytelling.
Yeah, Shardul rightly pointed out, this is classic long-term storytelling, and this has been actually 2 years in the making since Adam Hangman Page lost that AEW World title shot at All Out against Chris Jericho. This has been a redemption arc for the past 2.5 years. If you want to check out the full story of the Elite, do check out this video that we had shot earlier to know the whole history of the Elite and what led to this particular point.
And the fourth moment we want to talk about is Fyter Fest Night 1, which was last week, and it started off with an explosive match between Jon Moxley and Carl Anderson, where Jon Moxley was defending his IWGP United States Championship. And this title is, of course, from New Japan Pro Wrestling. Explosive match. Love to see Jon Moxley back in the ring. And he killed it with the win, showing us why he's the champion. But right after that match, we saw Lance Archer cut a promo where he challenged Jon Moxley to a Texas death match the very next week on Fyter Fest Night 2. And Lance Archer is actually someone who lost the title to Jon Moxley, and in a Texas death match. So this rematch is going to be really exciting, and we're already looking forward to Fyter Fest Night 2.
In the second match of the night, we saw the FTW champion Brian Cage defend that title against Ricky Starks. So this is an implosion of Team Taz that's taking place, because Brian Cage and Ricky Starks cannot stand each other. And this was in Ricky Starks' hometown, so the crowd was really behind him. The match was great. It concluded by Will Hobbs hitting the title on Brian Cage's face, thereby betraying him, and Ricky Starks picked up the win and became the new FTW champion. And you saw Taz celebrating and thereby kicking Brian Cage out of Team Taz, and we can't wait to see what happens next. And the next match was Christian Cage versus Matt Hardy, two ex-WWE employees going at it. I didn't have too much expectation out of this, but it turned out to be a great match. Christian Cage picked up the win, remains undefeated in All Elite Wrestling, and is looking like he's going to challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. Which leads to the main event of the evening, which was Darby Allin taking on Ethan Page in a coffin match. And these two guys have had a very personal rivalry dating back to the Indies, where Ethan Page is actually jealous that Darby Allin made it to AEW before him, and he really wanted this personal vendetta. He wanted to just maim Darby Allin and take him out of AEW. And this match was really fun. It had some great moments, and we saw Darby Allin come out on top, put Ethan Page in the coffin and shut the door. But winning wasn't enough for Darby Allin, as he did a coffin drop into the coffin, and thereby being the final nail in Ethan Page's coffin, and hopefully putting this rivalry to bed. All in all, Fyter Fest Night 1 was an incredible event. Everything went according to plan, and the ratings also showed that, because AEW's Fyter Fest had 1,025,000 views, which is insane considering they were up against the NBA Finals. But if you contrast that to Monday Night Raw, they had 1,609,000 viewers. So that means there's just a difference of a few 1,000 viewers, which is insane because AEW is only a 2.5-year-old company and is already taking WWE's flagship show Monday Night Raw to the limit. So this is great news and we can't wait to see what happens in Fyter Fest Night 2.
So the fifth and last moment we want to talk about is Fyter Fest Night 2 and the matches that are taking place, starting with Jon Moxley defending his IWGP United States title against Lance Archer in a Texas death match. That's going to be one to look out for.
And the second match is going to be a great match. It's going to be Chris Jericho taking on Shawn Spears in the 5 labors of Jericho that Jericho needs to go through in order to get a match with Maxwell Jacob Freedom, aka MJF. And the stipulation in this match is that Shawn Spears can use a chair and Jericho cannot. So it'll be interesting to see how things pan out in that match.
And the third match is for the women's title. And by the way, Dr. Britt Baker is the new women's champion. She beat Hikaru Shida on Double or Nothing, and she's just beginning her reign. It's going to be crazy. But she first has her first opponent, or second opponent rather, is Nyla Rose, and she has to get through her to carry on her reign.
And the fourth match that we have is Orange Cassidy taking on the Blade. Nobody really gives a damn about this match, but I just thought that I'll mention it since it's happening. Nonetheless, catch us again next time where we're going to bring you all the action of Fyter Fest Night 2 and hopefully bring you an update on the Elite storyline as well. We're the last man standing and we'll see you soon.
Hey, if you like that video, hit the subscribe button.
And to know everything about All Elite Wrestling, you know who to call. We're the last man standing and we'll see you.